Now my blood sugar is normal. I don't have diabetes anymore.
I not only would recommend this program, I have.
The pounds come off by themselves.
And lost about 40 pounds.
It gets to the root cause rather than the symptom.
Do you sometimes dream of having a normal life again without diabetes? Would you jump at the chance to quit sticking your fingers with needles and testing your blood sugar, or to discontinue all those sickening drugs you're taking? To stop feeling guilty about your food and your weight? And to end your worries about diabetic heart attack, amputations, blindness? If you answer yes to any of these questions, then this news is going to make your day, because the diabetes cure we so desperately need is here, and it's been proven to work on thousands of actual type 2 diabetes patients. It requires no drugs, no surgery, no medical interventions, no weight loss or exercise programs, and no costly miracle supplements. And I know it really works because I've seen how successful it is on actual type 2 diabetes patients with my own eyes. And these are really tough advanced cases of diabetes. For many of these people, this was the last stop on a long, frustrating medical road that offered them lots of drugs but little hope of improvement. As a matter of fact, these drugs were making them worse. So these people decided to get off their diabetes drugs because they realized their diabetes wasn't getting better, and they decided to try another way. They decided to try a remarkable new program called the 30-Day Diabetes Cure. Let me introduce you to a few of these people right now.
I followed Dr. Ripich's diabetes plan, and it's gone.
I used to have diabetes, and thanks to 30-Day Diabetes Cure, now I don't.
And since that, I can go exercise and have a full day and feel wonderful.
Those people you just heard used to have type 2 diabetes, and now they don't. In virtually every case, their symptoms completely disappeared, and they were able to toss away their drugs. If you're impressed by their stories, or even just a little curious, this is your opportunity to try the 30-Day Diabetes Cure without any risk at all. So you can discover how it can return you to a normal life again, a life without sticking your fingers and constantly checking your blood sugar, a life without diabetes drugs, and a life without worrying about the very serious complications that eventually befall all diabetics, even those taking medications and following their doctor's orders to a T. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure will show you how to awaken and activate the amazing diabetes healing power of your own human body so you can return to a normal, drug-free life. Don't let diabetes or today's ineffective drug treatments destroy the quality of your life for another moment. Click the link below right now to order a no-risk, satisfaction-guaranteed copy of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure and begin healing your diabetes the safe, sure, drug-free way. And don't forget my money-back guarantee. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure is a patient-proven, drug-free plan that stops and reverses type 2 and prediabetes in their tracks. It helps patients reduce or completely eliminate their medications and diabetes-related drugs. And it can lower insulin doses in type 1 diabetics by up to 80%. And it protects all diabetics from the horrible complications that cripple and kill 4 million of them every year. Hi, my name is Jim Healthy, and I'm the co-author of the best-selling diabetes-reversing book, The 30-Day Diabetes Cure. Today I'd like to introduce you to the man who created this amazing plan and who, in the past 10 years of working with diabetics, has had 100% success in getting type 2 diabetics completely off their drugs in his clinic in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yes, I did say completely off their drugs. His name is Dr. Stefan Ripich.
Hello, my name is Dr. Stefan Ripich, and in the past 10 years of working with diabetics, I've had 100% success in getting type 2 diabetics completely off their meds. Yes, I said completely. And now you can use the very same diabetes reversing strategies that have worked so well for my patients.
Everything Dr. Rippich just told you is absolutely true. And if you're even just a little curious, I'm going to explain more about why the 30-day diabetes cure has been so successful, but more importantly, how you can use Dr. Rippich's remarkable diabetes reversing program to achieve the very same results that have made his patients so healthy and happy. Dr. Rippich's groundbreaking book, The 30-Day Diabetes Cure, is the first day-by-day, step-by-step guide to reversing type 2 diabetes and prediabetes, while showing people with type 1 diabetes how to dramatically reduce their insulin doses. And now, if you want to share his patients' success in getting off their diabetes drugs and returning to a normal diabetes-free life, this is your personal invitation to examine and actually try the 30-day diabetes cure at no risk. And with a 100% money-back guarantee if this simple plan fails to turn your diabetes around. Does this sound too good to be true? Well, that's what all of Dr. Rippich's patients thought before they began his program. But listen to what they're saying now.
Dr. Rippich said to me, Adrian, if you do what I tell you to do, your insulin receptors will come online, and you will be able to get this down. And that's exactly what's happened.
My wife saw this ad for the book, 30-Day Cure. Like in a month, my diabetes came down.
I was diagnosed with prediabetes. I do not have it anymore. I followed Dr. Rippich's diabetes plan, and it's gone.
These people discovered the only real hope of evading the dreadful fate that 99% of all diabetics eventually come to, and that escape hatch is cleaning up their diet and getting off the couch. Researchers call this lifestyle modification, and in study after study, no diabetes treatment is anywhere near as powerful as diet and lifestyle modification. Study after study proves that no drug can hold a candle to its success. Now, before you start groaning, oh no, not that again, because you have visions of starving yourself or going vegetarian or forcing yourself to lose lots of weight or exercising to the point of exhaustion every day, let me assure you that this is absolutely not necessary. This is a huge misconception. So why aren't you hearing about this? Well, the reason has everything to do with money. You see, diabetes is a $400 billion industry that affects 300 million diabetics worldwide. That's a lot of money. And the people making all this money don't want you to know that simply by changing your diet and modifying your lifestyle a little can get you completely off their drugs. They'd lose a fortune if the word got out that lifestyle modification isn't the painful, sweat-drenched drudgery they make it out to be. The truth is, reversing your diabetes doesn't require super willpower, starvation, constant hunger. In fact, nothing could be farther from the truth. But they've managed to convince diabetics and their doctors that changing their diet isn't really necessary as long as they stay on those diabetes drugs and insulin. But this is a brazen lie. These diabetes drugs represent the fast lane to miserable diabetic complications and premature death, and numerous studies prove it. I'll show you the proof in a minute. But the truth you're not hearing is that diet and lifestyle modification aren't just your best hope of reversing type 2 diabetes and returning to a normal drug-free life. This is your only hope of being free of this nasty disease and all its complications and all those drugs. Before the 30-day diabetes cure got the truth out, most diabetics never suspected how powerful a few simple changes in their diet and lifestyle could be. They thought this involved too much work and sacrifice, but listen to what Dr. Rippich's patients have to say about how easy his approach is.
For me, it was very easy. I would say within a couple of weeks, I began feeling a little more energy. Yeah, I lost 15 pounds, and I felt better. And it was quite easy to make the small changes to follow Dr. Rippich's plan.
The diet is not hard to maintain at all. In the first 2 weeks, I lost about 8 pounds. By the end of August, I really had lost probably about 17 pounds.
More active, I've lost weight, about 20 pounds, and I want to lose at least another 15 and 20 because I can tell the difference, I can feel the difference.
You know, you begin seeing results almost immediately. Then when I would go out, people would remark on it, that, you know, that I had lost the weight and all, and of course that's just music to one's ears.
I thought I had a healthy diet. I was watching everything that I ate. I was watching my exercise. Once Dr. Ripich's diet was pointed out to me and I followed it, I was able to eliminate the problem and have walked away from diabetes.
Does that sound like drudgery to you? Of course not. Wouldn't it be great to kick diabetes out of your life just like these people have? Wouldn't it feel wonderful to return to a normal life again, to have a second chance to change the direction of your life away from the misery that lies ahead and toward a future filled with good health, happiness, and increased longevity? I assure you that you can, and starting today. So why isn't your doctor telling you about this? Your doctor knows that the very best treatment for type 2 diabetes and prediabetes is diet, not drugs. Just ask him. Dozens of clinical studies prove that diet and lifestyle modifications are safer, cheaper, and vastly more effective than current drug treatments. You'd have to be living in a cave not to have heard about the success they're having. So why does our healthcare system continue to rely on drugs even though they're failing miserably to stop diabetes and to save patients' lives? Well, there are 5 mind-boggling reasons. First of all, health insurance companies don't reimburse doctors for educating patients about diet and lifestyle. There's just no money in it. Reason number 2, most doctors simply don't have time to educate you. You know, doctors only spend an average of 8 to 12 minutes with a patient, and this just isn't enough time. Reason number 3, most doctors are confused about what really works. Some think patients have to lose weight to reverse their diabetes. Some think that a low-fat diet is the answer. Others believe you have to become a vegetarian or eat raw foods. All of these ideas are absolutely false, and I'll prove it to you. Reason number 4, physicians tend to be very conservative. They like to play it safe and follow the official treatment strategies established by the American Medical Association. And these treatments always involve drugs. Any doctor that deviates from these guidelines runs the chance of losing his license or getting sued. That's why most doctors never step outside the box and try safe, affordable, simple methods such as changing your diet. This is why conventional medicine progresses so slowly and is so behind the times. Reason number 5. Unfortunately, because doctors are so busy, their only source of information about new diabetes treatments comes from drug salesmen. Did you realize that drug companies spend $16 billion every year to directly influence doctors? That's $10,000 for every single physician in the United States. Is it any wonder why doctors never recommend anything besides drugs? I'm not saying your doctor doesn't care about you. The real problem is with our medical system. It just isn't set up to administer today's best diabetes treatment, which is a diabetes-healing diet and simple lifestyle changes. So tragically, patients are forced to settle for the second best treatment, which are diabetes drugs. But according to current health statistics, these drugs are failing miserably. Type 2 diabetes is spreading like wildfire around the globe. There are 7 million new cases every year. Every 10 seconds, 2 more people die from its nasty complications. Right now, more than 60 million Americans are walking around with this silently destructive disease or are on the brink of it with prediabetes. And most of these people are completely unaware. 1 million diabetics are dying every year, and it's all so unnecessary. Dr. Ripich and I had to do something about this. So we decided to turn his patient-proven program into a book that shows people like you exactly how to reverse type 2 diabetes so your doctor can withdraw your drugs. And I say exactly because that's the key to this program's success. You see, dozens of new books are published every year about preventing and improving diabetes, But every one of them contains a lot of conflicting and inaccurate information. Some of these books say you have to go vegetarian, and they blame eating meat and fatty foods for the diabetes problem. But clinical studies show this is absolutely false. In fact, meat and foods containing healthful fats are a diabetic's best friend. And you'll discover why in the 30-Day Diabetes Cure. Other books claim you'll be fine if you keep your blood sugar low by taking drugs. But studies such as the recent Accord study proves that this is the quickest way to serious health problems and even death. Other diabetes books say you have to lose weight before you'll see results. The truth is, you don't. Losing weight isn't necessary for reversing diabetes, and I'll prove it to you in a little bit. No wonder so many diabetics give up in frustration. Who wouldn't? These approaches can't possibly work because they're based on wrong ideas and bad science. But the 30-Day Diabetes Cure is different. It brings you step-by-step instructions that makes reversing type 2 diabetes as easy as following your car's GPS navigation directions. You see, Dr. Rippich and I have created a day-by-day plan that's very easy to follow. It's practically foolproof, and here's why. Every day you either add one diabetes reversing element to your normal schedule, or you eliminate one action that's making your condition worse. And we've front-loaded this 30-day plan with the actions that have the most important impact early on. This way, you're going to see and feel the results right away. And at the end of 30 days, you'll be living a diabetes-healing lifestyle without turning your daily schedule upside down. Sound easy? That's the secret of its amazing success. This one-day-at-a-time approach makes it painless and easy for you to turn your diabetes around. Every day of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure is a mini education that guides you in what to do and what to eat, and it also explains why. Your doctor certainly doesn't have time to do this for you, and I've never seen any book or diabetes program that uses this easy, unique, step-by-step method. Our approach literally takes you by the hand, and it's the secret of Dr. Rippich's 100% success rate with his type 2 diabetes patients. Having this knowledge puts you in the driver's seat. This day-by-day approach of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure is crucial because it puts you in control. You are the one making the decisions, and you are going to stick with this plan because you understand the medical reasons and the consequences for every single thing you do. Your hands are on the steering wheel, and you'll be making these healing decisions based on sound scientific evidence. And you can trust that the advice in the 30-Day Diabetes Cure will really work for two important reasons. First, it's all backed by ultra-reliable scientific studies. Our advice doesn't come from some theory or opinion. Everything you read in the 30-Day Diabetes Cure is grounded in solid clinical research, proven on actual patients. You can count on these diabetes reversing strategies because they've helped real-life diabetes patients conquer their condition, unlike most of the self-help books that are merely collections of tips from a variety of writers. This is an actual step-by-step system that has produced successful results. Day by day, you'll be doing the same things that Dr. Rippich's patients did to actually halt and reverse their type 2 and prediabetes, while dramatically reducing insulin and other medications for people with type 1. And with the 30-Day Diabetes Cure, you'll be cutting through all the misinformation out there because the 30-Day Diabetes Cure corrects all that confusion and conflicting advice. For example, here's something you're really going to appreciate. Please stop trying to lose weight to reverse your diabetes. One of the biggest myths about diabetes is that weight loss has to be your primary goal. But how are you expected to lose weight on insulin-producing medications that are creating even more body fat? It's true. Most diabetes drugs make your body actually gain weight. And if you take these drugs, you know it's true. Bad advice like this actually does more harm than good. Why? Because trying to lose weight makes people feel guilty, especially guilty about eating. It lowers your self-esteem. It forces you to go on diets that are impossible for any of us to sustain. It leads to hunger, feeling deprived, cheating, and ultimately failure and hopelessness. Where's the wisdom in that? In reality, just the opposite is true. Healing your diabetes will naturally result in weight loss. You won't have to try. One of the big reasons that the 30-day diabetes cure is so successful is that it never asks you to lose weight. Instead, each daily lesson teaches you how to eat a healthy diet. The 30-day diabetes cure helps you train your body to crave foods that can actually heal your blood sugar and diabetes, and transforms your entire life into a diabetes healing lifestyle in just 30 days. You see, weight loss, as good as it is for you, should never be the goal. When health is your ultimate goal, those excess pounds fall away naturally. Want proof? You don't have to take my word for it. Here's what people who have lost significant weight on the 30-day diabetes cure have to say.
The diet was pretty amazing for me because I've been on weight loss diets before and always hated every minute of it. It wasn't hard at all. I've lost at least 20 pounds.
For me, it was very easy. I would say within a couple of weeks, I began feeling a little more energy. Yeah, I lost 15 pounds, and I felt better. And it was quite easy to make the small changes to follow Dr. Rippich's plan.
In the first 2 weeks, I lost about 8 pounds. By the end of August, I really had lost probably about 17 pounds by the end of August. So a little over a 2-month period.
This is a very easy diet to follow because you're eating regular foods, and you feel better because you're eating things that your body can metabolize and don't make you sick.
And please remember, diabetes isn't your fault. The real key to reversing diabetes isn't more willpower, it's brain power. You see, your body has been genetically programmed to seek out sweet and fatty foods since the caveman days, and to hoard those calories by storing them as fat. These are powerful natural drives that protected us from starvation back when humans were hunter-gatherers and when food was scarce. This same survival mechanism has also conditioned us to conserve energy whenever we can. This is why most people have a natural aversion to physical activity and hate to exercise. We can't fight our genetic programming, but we can outsmart it. And that's another secret of the remarkably high success rate of the 30-day diabetes cure. Day by day, you'll be retraining your brain to actually enjoy eating and acting in your body's best interests. Today, I'm inviting you to see it all absolutely risk-free. I could go on and on and on because there are literally hundreds of diabetes-busting tips and secrets in the 30-day diabetes cure that you can benefit from immediately. But this message is already long enough. And if you've listened this far, you're obviously a little curious about this unique approach and the success it can produce. So how can you be sure if the 30-day diabetes cure is right for you? Easy. Let me send you the book so you can inspect it with your own eyes and try the 30-day diabetes cure without any risk at all. You see, reversing diabetes really is as simple as I'm telling you. Unfortunately, the people who are profiting from diabetes don't want you to learn the truth. That's why I also want you to have 4 special reports that will tell you the truth and bring you the facts that you're not hearing about diabetes. What you're going to find out in these reports will be more than a little shocking. You're going to learn the real reason why diabetes is spreading so rapidly despite the $400 billion we're spending to treat it every year, and why current medical treatments are failing. The statistics prove that current medical treatments and drugs are failing to stop it. And you'll find out why the most effective cure for type 2 diabetes isn't even on anybody's radar screen. You'll also read about the dangers in current diabetes drugs and treatments, the 8 deadly mistakes that most doctors are making with diabetes, and why drug therapy can't protect you from complications or premature death, and much more. Here's what you'll get. Report number 1, deadly diabetes lies. Report number 2, the dangers of diabetes drugs. Report number 3, Mistakes doctors are making with diabetes. And report number 4, dodging diabetes complications. And you won't have to wait for the postman to deliver these special reports because they're immediately available to you simply by downloading them from your computer. And downloading them will be a cinch because I'll also provide super easy directions, so easy that even a child can do it. Plus, you'll also receive 4 more bonus gifts to give an added boost to your diabetes reversing efforts. Just click on the link below to order your satisfaction guaranteed copy of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure right now, and I'll also give you these additional free gifts. That's a total of 8 free gifts worth $92.65. And you can download every one of these free gifts immediately with your no-risk purchase of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure. And remember my 100% satisfaction guarantee. You and your doctor must be thoroughly impressed by how the 30-Day Diabetes Cure has improved or completely reversed your condition, or simply return the book in any condition and I'll refund the full price. And you can keep all 8 free gifts with my compliments and my thanks for your interest. This is a great deal. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure is a big book with more than 350 pages, and it's not available in bookstores or anywhere else. In addition to being a detailed day-by-day instruction guide, the 30-Day Diabetes Cure also contains original diabetes healing recipes, dozens of meal suggestions, inspirational messages that will keep you motivated to stick with the program, plus detailed case histories from Dr. Ripich's files. Together with your 8 free bonus gifts, there are nearly 700 pages of patient-proven instructions for reversing prediabetes and type 2, so you can reduce or completely eliminate your medications or dramatically reduce your insulin dose if you have type 1. Remember, the 30-Day Diabetes Cure is not available in bookstores. The only way you can purchase a copy is through this special online invitation. So I hope you'll take advantage of this special opportunity right now, because your destiny is in your own hands. So if you're ready to reduce or completely eliminate your type 2 diabetes medications, to stop taking those drugs for cholesterol, high blood pressure, kidney dysfunction, all of those diabetes-related complications, to slash your insulin dose dramatically, to quit sticking your fingers and monitoring your blood sugar like a hawk, and to stop feeling bad about your weight and forcing yourself to diet, and to say no to the exercise police and their constant nagging, and to chuck those bland, boring, and super restrictive diabetes meals so you can start eating real food again, and to never fear those miserable, life-shortening complications of diabetes ever again. Help is just one click away. The 30-Day Diabetes Cure will show you how to awaken and activate the amazing diabetes healing power of your own human body so you can return to a normal, drug-free life. Don't let diabetes or today's ineffective drug treatments destroy the quality of your life for another moment. Click the link below right now to order a no-risk, satisfaction-guaranteed copy of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure and begin healing your diabetes the safe, sure, drug-free way. And don't forget my money-back guarantee. If you don't experience a dramatic improvement in your diabetes in 30 days or less, just return the 30-Day Diabetes Cure in any condition, and I'll see that you get a full-price refund to your credit card for the price of the book, along with an immediate confirmation email. That's a full-price guarantee, and you can keep your 8 free gifts with my compliments. You've got absolutely nothing to lose, so start healing your diabetes right away. Send for this absolutely risk-free opportunity to try the most effective diabetes reversing program on earth. Just click the link below for your copy of the 30-Day Diabetes Cure and to download your 8 free gifts right now. I'm Jim Healthy, and thank you for listening. Please remember, it's never too late. You have the chance to turn your diabetes around and enjoy a normal drug-free life again, and the 30-Day Diabetes Cure will show you how. Remember, There's absolutely no risk to you, so please click the button below to give the 30-Day Diabetes Cure a try right now.